Alright guys, welcome to what is going to be my first FIFA 22 video for YouTube. We were a little bit inconsistent across FIFA 21. The plan is to start from this video and upload regularly FIFA 22 content. That might be gameplay, it might be player reviews, it might be club updates, maybe even little sort of trading videos as well. But yeah, obviously this is supposed to be the start of everything, so before we go into any sort of player reviews or anything like that, it's important to understand where I am at the minute in terms of my club. As you can see, I'm currently sat on 307k and I've barely used any of the FIFA points that I got with my Ultimate Edition as well. And the reason I'm on 300k is because I actually packed Hakimi's one to watch card, tradable, which sold for 300k. And I got Jack Grealish out of my ones to watch guaranteed pack as well, which is not a terrible pull, but of course without any upgrades he's not exactly breaking into the squad. This is the team I've got at the moment, so at the moment I'd say I'm pretty happy with everyone. I kind of switch between Immobile and Mertens depending on how I'm feeling. Felipe Anderson makes a great attacking centre mid or cam, which is how I use him. Di Lorenzo's probably the weakest player in this team, and it's only because his pace is a little bit low. There is literally nothing else that makes him a bad player. He's actually really good, really consistent, and he's one of the first players I actually bought for the team. Kessie is just literally everywhere. Massive guy, intercepts everything. Overall, as I say, I don't know if I'm happy carrying this team into weekend league. I might want to change some things up. We've obviously got Skriniar on the bench, who I don't know if I prefer over Tomori at the moment, but we'll see on that front. But you know, Dybala up top, who's obviously been here for 9 games, got 8 goals and 7 assists, really good. Mertens, absolute machine, 54 contributions in 58 games. Where's Immobile? Immobile, I mean, 42 contributions in 40 games. The only reason I sometimes don't like playing him is because he feels a little bit heavier. But against the teams that are, quite play a higher line, he's got the pace to get in behind. He's got the strength to outmuscle defenders as well, which is always nice. But overall, not a bad card. Chiesa I did buy replaced with Felipe Anderson because he's a little bit more versatile. He's got 80 base interceptions, so he actually doesn't feel bad as a centre mid. Now the tactics, I'm actually planning on changing them. The formation I play the most is 4-4-2 with, if we look at the tactics, press after possession loss, because I like to play aggressive. I don't mind conceding a couple of goals if it means that I have more of the ball and score more. Depth, I always push up, but on this FIFA particularly, depth is a real problem. I've noticed that even on the standard depth, the teams play really deep. You're still just stuck in a position where you're constantly auto blocking. If you play a higher line, it's easy to stop the long range finesse shots, which are really OP this year. And although you might concede the odd chance in the box, finishing while you're actually in the box is a lot more difficult this year. Keepers are actually really overpowered for close range shots. So depth, push that up. If I were you, I'd do the same regardless of what formation or what style you're playing. Keep the depth higher. Build up play, I've currently got unbalanced because if you put it on fast build up, I've noticed that there is literally never any options because everybody is literally playing at the defensive line. So you've got hardly any midfield. Apologies for that. You've got hardly any midfield, and you're literally stuck in a place where you're having to just constantly through ball it, and it's impossible to have any sort of decent build-up play. Yeah, it's alright for counter-attacks, but you can't counter-attack every single time. Nobody is going to let you do that. As for the attacking stats, corners and free kicks I've turned down to 2 because it's really easy to counter from corners this year. Plays in the box I've got up because I like to whip in crosses, especially because I've got Spinazzola, who in my other setup I'll show you, he actually does get forward and he puts in really good crosses. Width I've got standard because I do in general like to play a bit narrower. And as you can see, Dybala on the right, so you can finesse with the left, and same goes for Mertens or Immobile, whoever I may be playing at the time. In terms of instructions, I've got them on stay central, getting behind, but in reality, you don't really need them on getting behind. You can have them on stay central and mixed. As long as you've got them on stay central, that's really important this year because attackers tend to drift a lot more. And although that does create space for your wingers to cut in, I don't really like it that way. And obviously, I've got my 2 centre mids on stay back. And obviously, my fullbacks in this formation are on stay back. Because what tends to happen is because I've got, what is it called? Direct passing on. One of these centre mids, if I'm countering, will always make a run forward. So if you have the fullbacks unbalanced as well, and they're also running forward, you're left really vulnerable at the back, which is obviously not good. Now, the formation or system I'm planning on changing is this 4-1-2-1-2, and I want to change it to a 4-3-1-2 because the 4-1-2-1-2 doesn't play as well as I'd hoped it did this year. Where's the formation? Although it's not terrible, it's just, for me, not up to scratch. and I'd probably prefer this, because on FIFA 21 I definitely did prefer the 4-3-1-2 over the 4-1-2-1-2, and we're going to have the fullbacks on centre stay back, because what happens in this formation is, for one, your centre mids are a lot more aggressive at making forward runs, and two, are these on stay central? They tend to also run a little bit wider as well. When you're in build-up play, they'll stay central to the main centre mid, but do I have cover centre on? Okay. But yeah, the benefit of this formation is you get more aggressive runs from your centre mids, which when I'm using Felipe Anderson, I'd probably prefer. But yeah, as I said, the most important instruction for me is if you've got a cam in your formation, have stay forward. If you've got a DM or a centre mid that you want to stay back, make sure stay back while attacking is in the instructions, regardless of work rates. You want that in the instructions. It's okay to have, I'd say this year, one fullback that you want being aggressive and attacking. Don't ever put both fullbacks on balanced or get forward, because you will regret it. You'll be really vulnerable on the counter. And for your attackers, yeah, stay central for sure, 100%. So what we'll do is I'll show you some gameplay of the tactics. To be honest, I don't know if I've got one of these, but it's always important to have It's always important to have a formation with constant pressure, because if you're ever behind, you've got someone who's just holding the ball at the back line. You're going to need that. They won't let you pause it. Of course, they'll just keep passing it around from the keeper to the centre backs. Always have one tactical setup that you're happy with that has constant pressure on, because especially with how sweaty some people are in this game, you're going to need it. Now, I've only played one FUT Champions game, and I lost. But, you know, people have got really good teams this year. I'm 1 win away from rank 2 in Division 4 at the moment. Like I say, we'll get into some gameplay just to show you guys how the team plays. It is it's a fun squad to have for sure. Again, I'm still not sure on the centre back pairing. I do really like Tomori this year. I've literally got him on a sort of basic chem style, and he still just tears everything up. And oh yeah, shock! Look at the team he play. This is what Division 4 looks like on PS5. Oh yeah, that's worth noting actually, by the way, guys. I am using a PS5, so we are using the Hypermotion gameplay.
And we've got action from the Division Rivals League coming right up.
We'll play a full game on here just to show you guys what we're working with. But for me, I mean, I actually really like the game this year. I think I was never really a spam skiller, which I think FIFA 21 really catered for. It was really easy to, especially with the better dribblers like Neymar. It was really easy to sort of spam skills and get beyond defenders. That's a much more difficult task. How was that outside?
Well, unable to bend his run offside.
As I said, the only player that I'd say I'm not necessarily happy with at the moment is Di Lorenzo. I could probably fix him just by putting a shadow on it. However, I don't really want to waste the chem style on a card that's really not worth that much. And I think the obvious replacement is Quadrado. I don't know if I'm planning on maybe switching up that whole right side, but we'll just see how it goes. N'Golo Kante is literally everywhere.
What can the Black Cats do from this position?
Insigne's dribbling is so good. Oh,
superb defensive judgment to end the attack.
Oh, brother, man. I'm tempted to get his inform. He's still very expensive, but he's out of packs now, so he's not going to get any cheaper. Oh, wait. Yeah, he is out of pack.
Mertens showing excellent vision.
Good finish. Dybala's finishing. I mean, he's so good. Obviously, he's quite left-footed. He's only got 3-star weak foot. And I noticed that one other thing is that the weak foot is really important this year. If you've got a 3 or 4-star weak foot, your finishing is nowhere near as good as it is on the strong foot. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Thank you. Oh.
Piece of goalkeeping.
You don't give players. That's one word of advice I give you on the defensive end. Do not give players. You don't give players space on the edge of the box. It's very, very easy to score finesses with anyone who's got a half decent finesse shot. i.e. Dybala, who just pulled off a good one, but it was a good save from his goalkeeper. So
they mean business on this occasion. Solskjaer. Superb block.
I mean, look, he's even trying it with Solskjaer, who I can't imagine has a very good long shot. No. Good save. That's what I mean. I mean, I'd rather concede now a chance that's sort of in the box like that, right in front of the goalkeeper, rather than... Oh, Kante, man. Still easily the best defensive midfielder in this game. Just literally has everything. He's so fast. No.
This could be the equalizer.
Thank you, Spinner. Spinazzola, by the way, is really good. I think the obvious upgrade is obviously Theo Hernandez. But with the price difference, I can't see Theo being that much better. Spinazzola obviously 4-star as well, which is nice to have. Some good 4-star skills.
That's an exquisite pass from Gabriel Jesus. Well, nothing comes
So
of
this
it
guy
in the end
informed Gabriel
because the
Jesus
flag
as well.
has gone up, Stuart.
Well, he knew where the space was, but he's just been too eager, and that's why he's offside.
Look, how is Kante getting to that? I don't understand.
Mertens.
I mean, Kimpembe, I think the most common defensive pairing I've seen so far this game is Kimpembe, Marquinhos with Donnarumma in goal. Oh my god, the amount of times you see that in these higher divisions is unreal. Understandable, because obviously they're two of the higher rated centre backs. Left stick dribbling still exists, by the way. I know I said skill move spamming this game doesn't really favour it, but you can certainly still create space using left.
And a goal, the equaliser. Superb entertainment.
What?
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football.
Yeah, that was a good finish, but Jesus Christ, I was not expecting that.
That's hit with such ferocity.
I just assumed he'd cut in on his stronger foot and finesse, but I guess not.
So a level contest, 1-1.
Oh, you cannot get past Kante, man.
Mertens.
Straight in. Oh.
And dispossessed.
Penref. No.
Mertens.
I mean, this is what I mean. I don't really want to spend my coins because I know now that the full game is out, players are just going to start dropping.
Given it straight to the opposition.
Not that the market's very high at the moment anyway.
Mertens. And there
Was
the
he?
move will end because it's offside. Close though.
I have to take the game's word for it. I mean, you saw, by the way, the goal that I conceded was from a counter-attack. It's just... I mean, I wasn't even attacking that aggressively when it happened either. It's just... You always just seem a bit susceptible to being countered in this game. Which is worth noting. Oh,
Given away by Cheers,
man.
Jeff.
Need to do better there.
This might be ideal for the counter. Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
Look, right, once you get past Kante, you have to move the ball fast because he recovers so quickly. It's just not fair. He's quite literally just a cheat code. It's a frustrating thing. He's got Hakimi just now. Who, by the way, is probably the best fullback in this game. Him or Kyle Walker for sure.
And let's give credit to the defending.
I'd say Hakimi is definitely the best attacking fullback in the game.
And it's Gabriel Jesus.
If you want to play aggressive fullbacks, but in terms of defensive, he's still very good. Just like literally everywhere. I don't know how he does it. Oh, I do know 95 pace, but yeah. No, not again.
And blocked for now.
I know that Ole's got that in his locker now, although he literally never had anything like that in real life. But you know.
Well, it fizzled out. Just 1 minute of stoppage.
Also, guys, I want to know your opinion on these hero cards.
Gabriel Jesus.
Obviously, there's some pretty mid ones and there's some very good ones. Yeah, I think someone like Ole probably isn't the best, but there's certainly some very good ones. For me, obviously, Ginola looks very good, but I don't think Ginola's even been packed, or if he has, he's not on the market. Abedi Pele looks very good. There's a few that, you know, they're very, very good players. But even the ones that aren't are still very expensive. Oh, Roy Keane, by the way, looks... oh, not Roy Keane, sorry, Robbie Keane looks so good.
Denied by the keeper.
I think he's looking like one of my favourites, and then obviously we've got Untitled, who just fit into my team perfectly. If you know.
But these fans have suddenly come to life.
Hakimi. Possession one.
Spinazzola better than Hakimi. Confirm.
Dybala.
Oh, Mertens, why'd you stop running?
Mertens. They could nudge in front.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, he should score, of course, but that's a brilliant save.
Yeah, he should score.
Possession changes
That's
hands.
umbrella.
The interception there.
Well, they might be piling on the...
Well, just narrowly wide of the
Oh my
post that
goodness
time.
me. Dybala's probably had more shots than his entire team, man.
Eye-catching and effective in the first half. Paulo Dybala.
Yeah, I think he'd be happy with that first 45 minutes. It was a good goal and a good overall performance from him. But the next goal is going to be key, I think.
Come on.
Can he put them
Oh
in
my
front?
God, he's got Varane, I've just noticed. Makes sense. No other defender would ever cut that out, that'd just roll through.
And Neymar. There it is. A fantastic goal.
Oh, he's actually going to do this to me, isn't he?
Celebrating.
I can't let him win now. Can't.
Well, just look at
I
this
literally
again.
cannot
The
let him
speed
win.
of counter
There is
attack
no
so
way.
impressive. And then the shot could not be
By the way,
any
if I win
better.
this game, I get up
Struck with
to
such venom.
rank
Great goal.
1 in Div 4.
So
Setting me up
cheers,
for...
Jeff. Get the
And I'm on a
game
streak as well,
restarted.
so...
Work to do for them here.
Oh.
Well read to put an end to that attack. Mertens never needs a second invitation to go forward. Good looking move.
No, Insigne.
Half an hour
How
remaining
on
then.
earth?
And he's got the beating of his opponent.
How is he keeping the ball? There we go, Koulibaly. I didn't think he was going to win it there.
Well, Kimpembe was on top of it.
Oh my God, why can nobody intercept?
Theo Hernandez. Conte now. Neymar. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here.
He's on.
All hands on deck. And
He
the
baited
keeper
me.
more than alive
He baited
to
me.
it.
Well, he's tried to be clever, but he just didn't get
kidding
enough
me?
on it. That's a comfortable save.
Oh,
Superb defensive judgment to
man.
end the attack.
thank you.
Defensive efficiency personified. Lorenzo Insigne. There to win it back.
God's sake, man. Can't believe I missed that chance. I let him bait me.
Mertens. And he's through here. And the ball is loose.
Turkish Barber is literally the best goalkeeper in this game. What on earth?
And a time for cool heads.
Well, they're creating chances.
Oh, Stewart, they must score. Oh, the keeper completely untroubled.
Take a draw, man. So frustrating.
And continues his run.
Oh, I had a good finesse
Insigne.
angle there. Why did I not
Intercepting it
shoot?
intelligently.
Oh, dear me. No! What is Felipe Anderson doing there?
Oh, that's a well-timed pass. Just can't get
Please.
it.
Oh my God! Thank God! Thank
Technical
God!
finish that one off.
That was a tight angle there. I was very surprised that went in.
Well, it has taken a Herculean effort for them to get back to level pegging under these trying circumstances.
Got to keep it together now. He's got a much better team than I have. You know, I mean Neymar alone is worth like quadruple what my team's worth. So.
End to the move.
You know, it's funny because players like Neymar just aren't as good. I think Mbappe is very overpowered this year. I think pace is quite important, but like pace combined with strength is good. I think the little ratty players that we're so used to seeing be good on FIFA are just nowhere near it where they used to be. Players like Insigne, for example, back in FIFA 21, were the shit because they literally you couldn't get the ball off them. Whereas this year, with the fact that the game for me feels more realistic,
Read it magnificently and
albeit
intercepted.
not to everybody's taste.
Now can they counter clinically?
Mertens, come on. I'm going to cross it. You know what?
Mertens. Keeper's
Oh,
ball across
too close to
delivered,
keeper.
too close to him.
The ball actually broke away there as well.
And that's an
Kessie,
important
Kessie!
intervention.
Dude, is literally just so
Mertens.
good. Come on.
Well, not the pass he had in mind. Must take the lead here. And they do. And with so
Oh,
little
why didn't you let me
time
celebrate?
left, that will surely be decisive. Astonishing drama. Well, a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
No.
Gabriel
Good.
Jesus. Nicely timed tackle. An unforced error, you've got to say. And he's made headway.
How's this guy
Brilliant
literally
save.
got an endgame team already? No.
We have entered the final minutes of normal time. In the perfect position to read it.
Hugh Koulibaly. This is actually a nice
And there
defensive
it
pair, and I
is, the
think
final
I
whistle.
can't really fault
The
either of them there, Skriniar and Koulibaly. What a performance though. I think that's a good way to conclude this video. Oh, sorry, we're up to rank 2 in Division 4. I think the plan is I might spend some of the money that I've got up the team a little bit and get it ready for weekend league. And when I say up the team a little bit, I mean invest a little bit, get somebody like Cuadrado at right back, potentially get Barella's in form. Just get the whole team sort of up to a standard that I'm happy with. Because, like I say, at the minute, I mean, you saw it there. There's a little bit of vulnerability. It's not perfect. It's still quite a cheap team overall, but we'll see what we can do. But obviously, if you stick around, there's plenty of players here that I want to review. Please let me know if there is anyone specific that you want me to review. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you stay subscribed so you don't miss a video. Take care. Goodbye.